First of all, I want to say I really appreciate the Military Appreciation Day that we recognize our military, and really thank you to all our servicemen and women. And I think it was really neat to have that atmosphere, and we get to wear the camos, and our guys really do a great job with respecting that and really appreciating what they do. And so I thought that was really neat tonight. Just a few quick things about the game. Really appreciative that we won, and obviously it feels great to be sitting here 2-0. But I told the team it's not about winning, and I'm very pleased with a lot of things. There are a lot of good things that we can take from it, but there are a lot of things that we really need to work on. And I thought we could have showed a little more class and a lot of penalties. The discipline factor, I thought, just got out of whack there for a little while. I thought the offense actually could have scored some more touchdowns, to be quite honest. Defense, they gave up some big plays in some inopportune times, and I didn't think that we could really play the full game like we needed to, and I didn't think we reached our potential tonight. Give Fayetteville State credit. They battled, they fought. They're a young team, but they didn't quit, and I felt like they exposed us in some areas, and as well as they should. So. I'm glad we're sitting here 2-0, but there's definitely a lot of things that we got to work on this week, and I told the guys that they need to be ready for that. Elijah Williams, one of our team captains, stood up, and before I even got the team, he had a great message for him, and he hit the nail on the head, and he really challenged our guys to just look at themselves to make sure that they were doing the right things, what we believe and what we talk about in the program, and so we've got to stay the course on that. But with that, we'll open up to questions.
Coach, we talked earlier this week you wanted to start fast and sustain momentum. You started fast and sustained momentum. Sort of, the offense had some drives there in the first half that weren't able to cap off. What did you see from your team about wanting to get that done?
Yeah, I thought the first few minutes, and I don't even know how long it was, but I thought offense, defense, and special forces there in the beginning were outstanding, and I thought, okay, this is really good right now. And then I think what happened is we just kind of got a mentality of being a little bit complacent, and one bad play can kind of lead to the other phase of the game, coming on the field a little bit down, a little bit not quite ready, and it just kind of bleeds into each other, and we've got to do a better job with that. And so I think the offense had a little bit of a hard time picking up some momentum there in the second quarter, but I thought the defense played a great second quarter. But it would have been nice to be able to sustain those first couple series from everybody to keep that first half intact like it should have been.
Yeah, running the ball with Miles a lot today. This was a team that held Chewan to negative yardage rushing. Right. Just what were you able to do out there?
Well, I think Miles Grant is a difference maker. He had 132 yards rushing. If you watch him out there, he can cut and plant and make people miss a little bit differently than I think the other guys. And I think just getting him the ball and getting his confidence going, was a big help, a big boost there. He had some fumble problems last week, and I think it kind of shook his confidence a little bit, but he bounced back really well tonight.
Defensively, they had 280 yards total offense.
Right.
A lot of that came there toward the fourth quarter. Just how would you assess what your defense was able to do?
Well, I liked a lot of drives that our defense we were able to go out and stop their momentum, and I think we were playing with great energy. But I thought one of the series in the first half, and then a couple of those at the end, it just didn't feel right. Obviously, we gave up the big play for the touchdown at the very end. That's just a little bit sour. But we had some young guys on the field, and credit them for exposing us. So, I think defensively, there's some really solid things going on. We've got to build on those strengths, and we got to get the weaknesses a lot better here. starting this week.
Yeah. When you said the offense went stalled on some drives, and Matt Davis came in there and broke the school record for field goals in a game, and a couple other things. Just what does it say about him as a senior? He's not a captain, but just leading his team, doing his job.
No doubt. And you hit the nail on the head right there. We talk about just doing your job. One play at a time, play your best this play. He made all of his kicks. Had a decent night kicking off. I thought he could have done a little bit better. Like to see a little more through the end zones, which he's very capable of doing. But his field goals, extra points, very on point. He's been very focused over the course of the last 2 weeks, and really proud of the points that we can put up on the board with him and his leg.
You had a stretch there in the third quarter where they were forced to punt. You guys fumbled on the was that a fair catch he was trying to make right there when he fumbled on it?
BJ Bunn, you're talking.
Yeah.
I think sometimes he just he tries to do a little bit much, and he's extremely confident, which is a great strength for him. But sometimes he's got to know that he doesn't have to necessarily win the game by himself or try to make a huge, great play. He's just got to kind of play within himself and play within what the team needs him to do. And he knew it. I just talked to him and settled him down, and he'll grow from that. He'll learn from that. But I think sometimes he likes to catch those one bouncers and tries to make more out of it than what he should. He should probably just let it go.
Team obviously they went back on offense. You drove them way back, and then you blocked it and returned it for a touchdown. How is that a learning moment for them? Is that a teachable moment for them?
Absolutely, yeah.
What kind of rewards they can have if they just go out there?
Absolutely, yeah. Damian Whitaker, senior, did a great job. Got through there, and I think he's the one that blocked it and recovered it.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we could go after a punt when they were backed up, and we tried to do that a couple times. And it's funny, we actually went after it the time before.
Right.
That time we didn't come after it, and we actually blocked it. So, but all in all, good learning moment there. Very, very proud of Special Forces being able to help us out with scoring.
Yeah, go 8-0 in the series. It's going to be stalled for the time being. Just what does it say about your guys stepping up to the position like playing against the Fayetteville State against a regional foe?
Yeah, I think they know how important the game is. I think we've done a good job of being able to come out on top, obviously, in all 8 games, especially down the stretch. Every year I think it gets tougher because the team on the other side should be more hungry to beat us, and I think they are. But I think our guys have stepped up that much more, and they've done a fantastic job of knowing the importance of it, and they don't want to give that cup up. And we talked about it this week. This is the last opportunity that we'll have for a while here in the foreseeable future to be able to retain that cup, and they would leave a legacy no matter what the outcome is. And for that team to be able to go 8-0 and really solidify the 8th victory and keep the cup, I think kudos to our team right there for being able to step up and do that tonight.